somebody tripping on it.
I mean,
never mind. That's what he does. He's tripping.
The real sound of the DMV.
Tonight from Washington, breaking developments as we come on the air. The government shutdown 3 days in, and late today, the Senate voting to end it. The House voting just moments ago. The Democrats giving in on the Dreamers for now. So who wins, who loses, and how much did this cost the U.S. taxpayer? The massive explosion, multiple workers unaccounted for. The images coming in right now. The tornado touching down in EF2 winds more than 111 miles an hour. And the blizzard warning at this hour, winter storm alerts from Minnesota all the way to the Northeast as we come on. The school shooting, police say a teenage gunman opening fire in the school cafeteria. Face to face with the former doctor from USA Gymnastics, the 15-year-old, and the outrage. She says her mother is still getting bills from the university where they had appointments with that doctor. The developing headline, the growing concern over potential bombs hidden on passenger planes coming to the U.S. And the video tonight, the children held captive in that home being rescued.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, reporting tonight from Washington.
And good evening tonight from Washington. We are here in the nation's capital because of the government shutdown. Today was day 3, and then Senate Democrats deciding to give in on the Dreamers, with the promise from Senate Republicans that they'll take up the issue soon. The Senate voting to end the shutdown, and then just moments ago, the House voting to follow suit. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell emerging triumphant. Democratic Minority Leader Chuck Schumer emerging with a promise from McConnell that they will tackle immigration and the Dreamers. But this showdown ends not without costing U.S. taxpayers millions and costing political capital, too, with so many Americans seeing the political dysfunction yet again. And by the way, this new funding to get the government back open only lasts 3 weeks. ABC's Mary Bruce leads us off from the Hill tonight.
Moments after they voted to reopen the government, the Republican leader with a gleeful thumbs up, the Democratic leader beaming. Lawmakers of both parties toasting their success, giddy before reporters.
We just want to celebrate that government has reopened.
By opening up the government, we stopped losing.
It's a far cry from how the day began, a total stalemate.
We just need to have a little bit more clarity.
You have to recognize that you can't make guarantees here.
After a weekend of brutal finger pointing.
This will be called the Trump shutdown.
He got what he wanted, a shutdown, a Trump shutdown.
But from Republicans,
day 1 of the Senate Democrats' government shutdown.
The Schumer shutdown.
Democrats wanted a deal on the Dreamers, those nearly 800,000 undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children. President Trump said the shutdown was hurting the military, bringing this response from Democratic Senator Tammy Duckworth, who lost both her legs while serving in Iraq.
And I will not be lectured about what our military needs by a 5 deferment draft dodger.
Late this morning, a breakthrough. Senate Democrats agreed to end the shutdown by temporarily funding the government for 3 weeks. What they got in return, a promise. Senate Republicans vowing to work on a solution for Dreamers.
It would be my intention to take up legislation here in the Senate that would address DACA, border security, and related issues.
Are you confident that Mitch McConnell is going to keep his word?
McConnell made a pledge in front of the world, so we're counting on him, and I think he will. I hope he will.
A lot of what comes next depends on President Trump. Back in 2013, he said it was a president's job to lead negotiations in a shutdown.
Well, very simply, you have to get everybody in a room. You have to be a leader. The president has to lead. You have to be nice and be angry and be wild and cajole and do all sorts of things, but you have to get a deal.
But Trump was relatively absent from negotiations. The White House releasing this photo of him working the phones at an empty desk. But he didn't make a single call this weekend to Democrats.
The great deal-making president sat on the sidelines.
But the White House today sounded satisfied.
What the president did clearly worked. The vote just came in 81-18. I would say that those numbers are much more in the president's favor than in Senator Schumer's favor.
The question now is another shutdown looming in just 3 weeks. By one estimate, just 1 day of a shutdown costs more than $900 million.
So let's get to Mary Bruce. She's live on the Hill tonight. And Mary, Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell promising Democrats that they will tackle the Dreamer issue. Nearly 800,000 young, undocumented immigrants brought here by their parents. But tonight, House Speaker Paul Ryan making no such pledge with that March deadline approaching.
And David, that's why the pressure is on to act. If no deal is reached by March 5th, those Dreamers could face deportation. It's also why this is such a political gamble for Democrats. They took a stand here, shutting down the government over Dreamers, and it is unclear if they're ultimately going to get what they want. We're told Schumer's message tonight to disappointed Democrats: you have to play the hand you're dealt. It is what it is. David.
Mary Bruce leading us off again tonight. Mary, thank you. We do have one more question on this, so let's get right to our chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl, with us live tonight, because, John, so much attention was paid to that meeting between President Trump and Democrat Chuck Schumer. Schumer emerged saying that they had made some progress, but then a shutdown and no deal on the Dreamers. And today, Sarah Sanders reading that statement from the president saying, quote, once the government is funded, we will work to resolve unfair, illegal immigration. We will make a long-term deal on immigrants if and only if it's good for our country. And, John, many took note that there was no specific mention of the Dreamers in that statement.
No mention of the Dreamers, David, but very shortly after the impasse over the shutdown ended, the president met here at the White House with moderate Democratic senators Joe Manchin and Doug Jones, where I am told he said that he is committed to getting a deal to protect the Dreamers. Of course, he wants money for his border wall as part of that agreement, but make no mistake, there is no deal on the Dreamers without the active involvement and leadership from the president. White House officials tell me they believe it will be done. They say the president's committed to it, that the differences between the two sides aren't that big. But, David, after this shutdown fiasco, the level of trust between the two sides is virtually zero.
Yeah, no question about that. John Karl with new reporting on that meeting with the president a short time ago. John, thank you. In the meantime, we do move on now to that other major winter storm on the move tonight. Alerts up from Minnesota all the way to the Northeast. We're following this as well. Blizzard conditions in the heartland, cars stuck in deep snow in Sioux City, Iowa. Look at those images. And then tornadoes in the south. An EF2 winds more than 111 miles an hour in DeKalb, Texas. And blinding rain could now be on the way for Washington, D.C., Philly, New York, and Boston. ABC's Adrienne Banker tonight in the storm zone.
Not going anywhere. Tonight, major interstates shut down as a blizzard strikes the heartland.
Blizzard warnings are out to the south and southeast.
Some 70 miles of I-29 closed at the Iowa-South Dakota border.
People are underestimating how slippery it actually is.
Dashcam captures this spin out in Sioux Falls.
Whoa!
And in Nebraska.
Road conditions are extremely hazardous, and we are advising that you do not go out in these conditions.
Drivers carefully navigate past jackknife semis in Lincoln. Visibility so low in some parts of the state, officials even pull plows off the road. In Mankato, Minnesota, crews like this one take on the back-breaking task of shoveling snow off of sidewalks citywide.
How do you prepare to do this kind of work all day long?
Mental toughness.
Further south in Texas, high winds fueled this grass fire in Parker County. Nearby schools evacuated. This after multiple confirmed tornadoes overnight, including an EF2, winds above 110 miles per hour in Bowie County.
David, we can make out the tails of those planes, but we can barely see the runway. Officials here at Minneapolis Airport have actually closed that runway a number of times today. More than 500 flights canceled. The same story across much of the Midwest. David?
All right, what a scene there. Adrienne, thank you. That storm barreling east. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee tonight. She's tracking it all for us. Ginger?
David, we've already seen a foot of snow in Mankato, Minnesota, 30 to 50 mile per hour gusts, so certainly blizzard conditions possible from Sioux City, Iowa, right through Albert Lea, Minnesota. But this storm, this low, has a cold front and a warm component too. So by the noon hour, if you're in Philadelphia, New York City, Long Island, Connecticut, you're going to see thunderstorms and even the potential for flooding. Behind it, relatively cool air, certainly some lake effect snow, but watch those rivers as the warmth sticks around and that rain falls. Ice jams could be a problem too. David?
All right, watching it all for us. Ginger, thank you. We're going to turn next year tonight to that massive explosion in Oklahoma, an oil well. Several workers do remain missing at this hour. The explosion sparking a number of fires, the tower of that well collapsing to the ground, and firefighters have been unable to turn off the gas. ABC's Marcus Moore is on the scene for us tonight.
Tonight, the desperate search for 5 employees who worked in this Oklahoma oil and natural gas well, now charred and crumpled after a massive blast.
Had a oil rig explosion. Demise needs a tanker.
Volunteer firefighters rushing to the scene around 8:45 this morning.
There was 17 employees, I believe, that we got out. There's still 5 that are unaccounted for at the well.
With all this petroleum that's burning, first responders and EMS are staying back.
Firefighters searching surrounding areas for the missing 5. Residents nearby asked to shelter in place. One worker flown to a hospital for burns. Everyone else who escaped was unhurt and taken to a safe area to be reunited with family.
They're all pretty shook up from what I've seen. I mean, which is expected. You know, it's a pretty traumatic deal to go through.
An ordeal that is not yet over. Those intense flames still keeping firefighters from getting within 100 feet of the source of that fire. The fire leaving workers unable tonight to use the rig's blowout preventer to shut off the gas.
They have extinguished the secondary fires. The primary fire on the wellhead is still burning.
David, officials here in Oklahoma have been keeping us quite a distance away from the scene where all of this was unfolding. It's right up this dirt road just behind me here, and they had quite a fight on their hands. The officials were essentially letting the fire burn itself out in the well. They weren't putting water on those flames because they didn't want to spread any chemicals that may be at the site, and they warned that it could take some time for them to completely extinguish the flames, only hampering their investigation into what caused this. David.
Marcus Moore with us tonight. Marcus, thank you. We turn next here this evening to a shooting inside a Texas high school cafeteria. Police say a 16-year-old opening fire with a semi-automatic handgun, wounding a 15-year-old girl. The teen gunman fleeing when confronted by a school employee, later arrested. As the school went into lockdown, authorities have not confirmed a motive, and the victim's condition is unknown tonight. Officials say the school held an active shooter drill earlier this year that they say did help with this response. We turn next here to striking new video of those siblings held captive in their own home by their own parents. A surveillance camera showing the moment those siblings were rescued after their parents had been arrested. ABC's Matt Gutman on this case from the start.
Tonight, we're learning more about the rescue of 13 children from that California home. In this video, you can see them walk to their freedom. An older sibling carrying a toddler, one child even running to that silver van. All that after their 17-year-old sister escaped through a window. Calling 911, David and Louise Turpin arrested, charged with torture, abuse, and false imprisonment, pleading not guilty.
This is severe, emotional, physical abuse. There's no way around that. This is depraved conduct.
This as more details emerge about lives prosecutors say were led in captivity. The Turpin's eldest son attended a local college, chaperoned by his mother.
Louise Turpin would accompany him, wait outside of the classroom for him. When he was finished with class, she would take him home.
Tonight, his transcript, a near perfect GPA. The children still being treated after those many years of near total isolation.
Much of what you're doing now is sort of teaching them social behavior.
We are the first stage of their introduction to the outside world.
Matt Gutman, ABC News, Riverside, California.
Matt, thank you. Next, that former USA Gymnastics team doctor confronted today by the youngest victim yet to speak out, 15-year-old Emma Ann Miller. And tonight she claims that her mother is still getting bills for treatment from that doctor. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis now.
A stunning allegation in court today from this 15-year-old, her mother by her side.
I, too, was sexually assaulted by Larry Nassar multiple times at multiple appointments. MSU Sports Medicine charged me for those appointments. My mom is still getting billed for appointments where I was sexually assaulted.
Emma Ann Miller told the court she was treated by Nassar just a week before Michigan State University suspended him.
I'm possibly the last child he will ever assault.
She blames the university for not doing enough to stop Nassar, putting the school on notice.
I'm not afraid of you, nor will I ever be. At 15, I shouldn't know the inside of a courtroom, but I'm going to become real comfortable in one. So should you.
The Detroit News claims 14 MSU representatives were made aware of Nassar's abuse over 2 decades. MSU has said any suggestion that the university covered up Nassar's horrific conduct is simply false. As more victims share their stories of abuse, more fallout today at USA Gymnastics, which has been criticized for failing to protect the gymnasts. 3 resignations from the board of directors. USA Gymnastics responded, We support their decisions to resign at this time. When we asked Michigan State about